Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to my new lesson today about Unit 2, Humor, Introduction to the Unit. This is teacher Mariam Bukhaidi. Enjoy your lesson. That's a joke I want you to start with. Once upon a time, there was an old man who visited a doctor, and the doctor said, "Hello, Mr. Johnny. What's wrong?" He said, "Whenever I drink tea, I feel pain in my eye." Then the doctor said, "Can you show me, please, how you drink your tea?" The man said, "Yes, of course." Oops. The doctor said, "I think you need to take the spoon out of the mug before you drink." I think that joke was funny. It made me laugh. I hope it did for you too. Now I need you to look at these pictures and tell me if you know those people. I do know them, so I'm saying the names. This is Mr. Bean. That's Charlie Chaplin. That's Rashida Khalil, Gad Maleh, Jim Carrey, and this is Ellen DeGeneres. Now it's up to you to give me the names. Yes? hmm hmm Yes, that's right. Very good. Okay, all these people have something in common, just one thing in common. They are all funny. They are all comedians. They are all comedians. They make us laugh. They do humor to make us laugh. They are humorous. They make us laugh. They tell jokes. So, can you guess now what is the title of the unit? Which is already mentioned before. It's unit number 2, and it is about humor. Now, this is a very expressive poem to introduce our unit. If we can laugh, our heartaches disappear. Our minds become freed of tensions and stress. If we make others laugh, they lose their fear and become dear. Humor is good for both the young and old. Humor can turn a foe into a friend. Humor can help us forget our woes. Humor can bring an early end to grief. That's the poem by D.R. Jones Phillips. A foe means enemy, woe means sadness and grief. The poem says, if you can laugh, there is no room for sadness. The heartaches disappear, all the pain in your heart, all the sadness disappears. Your mind becomes free of stress and tension. You become happy. If we make others laugh, if we participate in making other people laugh, they lose their fear and become dear. They become our friends. Humor is good for both young and old. Everybody benefits from humor. If we can laugh means life is beautiful. Humor can turn a foe into a friend. Humor can turn an enemy into a friend. Humor can help us forget our woes. Humor can help us forget our sadness, our grief. It can bring an early end to grief. No need to keep being sad. After hearing a joke, it's time to laugh. So, this poem shows the magic of humor. What humor does to make us feel good, feel happy, and laugh. There are some words related to humor. For example, to laugh. The picture is worth 1,000 words, so I leave the pictures explain the words. To giggle. To kid. A stand-up comedian like Gad Maleh, like Hanan Fadili. Humorous. Funny. Funny reaction by a baby eating lemon. Witty. Being witty is using your knowledge with intelligence and a sense of humor. It's having an intelligent sense of humor. Silly. Silly means stupid jokes. Caricature. Funny drawing. Sitcoms. TV sitcoms, for example, this famous Moroccan sitcom. Comedy films. So, can you remember all these words related to humor? We have mentioned funny, comedy, humorous, witty, silly, caricature, sitcom, to kid, and to joke. That's some nice vocabulary for humor. Now, can you classify these things from the most humorous, the most funny, to the least funny one? We have jokes, some comedians, caricatures and cartoons, sitcoms, comedy films, things that happen to your classmates. My students classified the things that happen to their classmates as the most funny one. Then they said joke. Now, here are some words also and expressions used to describe humor. They are related to humor. Can you match the words with their definitions? We have a column with words and then the other column with the definitions. So this one is already made. To make fun of someone means to tease or to laugh at someone. Now humor. Humor means something sad to cause amusement. A joke means a short story that causes laughter. Humorous. Humorous means amusing, funny, and laughable. To kid. To kid means, or sorry, an impression. An impression means an amusing imitation of a famous person. To kid. To kid means to make jokes, to joke with someone. Silly. Silly means funny in a slightly stupid way or ridiculous way. Witty means funny in an intelligent way, full of fast, humorous responses. Now, the words we have just mentioned, can you put them in the right place in this dialogue? The dialogue is between Sandra and Jan. Sandra says, "By the way, how did you find Jake's moves at the party?" Jan, "Oh, he was so amusing. He had a great sense of humor. And you?" "I didn't appreciate his jokes. Some of them made me sick." "What about Karen? Didn't you think she was really funny? I was laughing the whole time she was telling the story about her trip to Paris." Jan, "Yeah, her story was quite humorous, but at times I couldn't tell if she was kidding or being serious. I think she was quite witty. Her jokes were so intelligent." "Did you see that guy who was doing the Charlie Chaplin impression? Wasn't that silly?" "Well, I agree. He was a real idiot. A few people were laughing, but I think that was just because he was making a fool out of himself." So, since you have done the exercise, now here are some positive and some negative emotions. I need you to go through the list and classify the positive within the positive column, the negative within the negative column. Joy, joy is positive. Anger, anger is negative. Now gaiety, that's positive. Despair, that's negative. Delight, positive. Depression, I'm depressed. Someone is depressed, that's sad. Loneliness, to be lonely, to be alone, that's sad. Sadness, that's also negative. Frustration, negative. Cheerfulness, cheers, that's positive. Merriment, I'm merry, I'm happy, positive. Worry, that's negative. Vivacity, positive. Calm, positive. You can classify it with negative, but being calm is a positive thing. Classification or satisfaction. Satisfaction is positive. Enthusiasm is positive as well. Fear, scary, or scared, that's negative. Optimism, positive. Jubilation, that's positive. Here are some expressions. To have a heart in your mouth. That means to be extremely frightened or anxious. Something is like a piece of cake means something that is very easy to do. These are some idiomatic expressions. We mean by idiomatic expressions some expressions used by native speakers, and they have different meanings from that of dictionary. They don't have literal meaning, they have symbolic meaning, they have metaphoric meaning because it's used daily by native speakers. So it's called idiomatic. It's informal language that have a meaning different from the meaning of words in the expressions. Here's a list of idiomatic expressions. Through the context, you're going to classify those expressions as good mood or bad mood, as positive feeling or negative feeling. The news of my brother's success really lifted my spirits. That's positive. I'm feeling quite down actually. That's negative, sad. My heart sank when I saw the ambulance. That is sad. Things are looking up today. This is positive. Hind was in the depth of despair. That's negative. Sam has been walking on air since he won the poetry prize. That's positive. He's in a good mood. I've been really low recently. That's negative. My spirits rose when I opened the box and found a nice watch. That is positive. Okay, that is it for my lesson today. I hope you learned from it. I hope to see you soon, inshallah.